Hello everyone, and welcome to chess. Today is chess day. That means that we're going to play chess. Sorry about the drop in the quality and the frequency of videos. I've been distracted and lazy. Those are both good reasons to not do something, being distracted and being lazy. We're playing the Bowdler Sicilian, or the Bowdler Sicilian. I don't actually know how it's pronounced. So here, I haven't seen f4 in this position, I think, ever. I'm guessing that's because it's not good. So I think castling kingside is probably not a great idea for him, which means I think he's going to castle queenside. And I'm already winning the race on the queen side, I would say. Because even though we both have two pawns, he has the E and F pawns, I have the C and B pawns, I also have the A pawn going forward. So my temptation here is just try to castle kingside as quick as possible, and then start throwing things on the other side of the board. I do see potential issues, though. Obviously, e5 is a break that I don't think I want to allow. And so I'm considering playing queen c7. And queen c7 kind of has a dual pattern here. One, it's kind of stopping e5. Obviously, then he just plays knight f3, and I can pin it with the bishop. Second of all, I'm threatening c4 in some positions. And after takes, I'm attacking the bishop. So paired with bishop d7, it would be it'd be pretty strong, I think. The problem with even that plan is that after bishop a4, he takes with the knight. I just don't have anything. I could even play queen a5, and he just goes back where he came from. He just goes back from whence he came. I don't like e6 just because it allows e5, so we're going to try to delay him from playing e5 if we can, even if it's just by a little bit. So I'm guessing knight f3, I'll pin, and then probably, or maybe he'll play a3 here. a3, so that I can't pin. Oh, he just goes here straight, okay. We'll give up the bishop pair. I think his queen on f3 doesn't really feel so menacing. Maybe it is. And actually now I'm seeing that this transformation allows him to play a quick g4, and then maybe even he's winning on that side of the board. We definitely don't want to fianchetto here. That would be a mistake. He can't really get through e5 that efficiently. I have to be careful with e5 here, though, because e5 here would actually drop the rook. So I do have to deal with that. And that's unfortunate that I have to make retreating moves, I think, because he's attacking my crap. Now, the issue here is... e5 is pretty strong. He attacks the rook in the corner. And if I move the knight, he can play bishop d5, which is also strong. So I think I have to play knight fd7, which is like undeveloping. So sad. Yeah, probably knight fd7. Unfortunate. Is there a better move? Okay, checks, captures, threats. No checks. Captures, I can take on e4. Then he takes back with the pawn, and I just done a piece, and he still has e5, the next position. Okay, threats. His threat is e5, which would be an attack on the knight and an attack on the rook. So there's the move I can play now, which deals with both of those threats. I could play knight c6, right? Knight c6 deals with threats because he plays e5 and my rook is not attacked. I take on e5, he takes on e5, and then I can drop my knight back in that position. Then I get checkmated on f7. So don't play knight c6. I think I have to go back like this. This is so sad. Oh, I can play e5 myself. I can play e5 myself. I think this is a good move. Stopping him from playing e5. It does open up his dark squared bishop, which is kind of sad. Kind of confused. Oh, if I take this, it's problematic because he's forking the rook and he's forking the f7 square. I think this is actually okay. We're going to go here, and then we're going to play f6 after we move our rook. So I'm losing, I think, objectively. f6 is a pretty nice move to have in your back pocket, though. Yeah. So I got to play f6 at some point. His bishop is just so strong. And so I really would prefer to not play f6. I'd really prefer to play knight d7, knight f6. That would be the ideal plan. I just can't deal with that right now. And the only way to get that to happen concretely is to play queen e7, then play knight d7. But queen e7 obviously blocks my dark square bishop, and I think it's just horrible. So we're going to go here, like this. Now, my bishop is entombed. My bishop is entombed. It's in a tomb. But it's not so bad, because after c4, my only break in the position, I can play bishop c5 with little problems. So I would guess that his best move here is probably bishop e3, just to develop and stop my only break in the position, which also stops me from developing. Now, important question: where does my king go? I don't really agree with this move. Yeah, I can say I don't really agree with that move. So there is an issue here. I have to move my king, obviously. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm gonna go to d8 because I don't want to block in the bishop, and I don't want to block the queen, so I'm gonna go here. And again, I still have c4 and bishop c5 on my mind. It's just a check. It gets my bishop out. Then I can develop all my pieces where I'd like them to go. Okay, he's trying to push through. Interesting plan. I'm just gonna play this move without much thought. I don't think he can't target my g7 pawn. By playing g4, he stopped the only square his queen can go to target that pawn. Okay. And this is actually good for us. He's attacking the rook, but we attack the bishop back. I'm gonna take it next move, but he doesn't take me. Yeah, so this is good for me, this transformation. He might push the pawn, which is probably a good idea. I can't take it because then the bishop lands on f4. So I have to take this pawn with the bishop. Okay, this is good for me. I have to check. And now I can slide my rook over. See, he does have to be a little bit careful. I think I win a pawn now. Now, I'm winning a pawn, but it's obviously very risky. One might even say risky-bisky, because we have a check here. A check here, and we take this pawn. Now he's going to show up on the c-file. I will challenge the c-file with my rook. He'll take, I'll take, and then he'll go queen f7 and pick up pawns. I'd rather he didn't pick up pawns, so I'll have to play a different move. My queen's really stranded, actually. The only way that my queen can get back in the game is by going to e3, I think. Yeah, I think e3 is my only hope. Then I'll slink back and try to trade queens. What does he have? I don't actually see what move he has here to play chess in a meaningful way. Oh, wow. So after queen e3, maybe he plays rook f5. Rook f5. That would be incredible. Rook f5. Oh, this move is actually pretty good. We're attacking the rook, and we're threatening queen g5. Queen g5 is an incredible move, I think, because it just leaves me up a pawn. Not for long, obviously, because those are really... My e-pawn and my g-pawn are, like, weak pawns. I guess my g-pawn's arguably not weak, because I can play h6. But it does give up a pawn, but it does trade queens as well. And so, as long as I can keep my king on a dark square and keep my rooks active, I think his bishop is going to be kind of just standing there doing not a whole lot. Also, if I really wanted to, I could trade my knight for the bishop. Whoa. What's he doing? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Because this looks like a free rook. We're going to take it. If it's not a free rook, okay, I lose the game. Okay, he's trying to inch closer and closer. But I don't allow it. I mean, what checks does he have? He doesn't have that many checks. We're going to go here. Try to stifle the boy. And he's going to move the bishop with check. That's his idea. Oh, I see. So if I play queen d7, which is my intention, queen d7's bad, because then he plays queen to b6. And if I block with the rook... Wait, why not? Queen d7... Sorry, yeah, queen d7, queen b6, queen c7. And he checks me with the bishop somehow. Yeah, that is kind of tough. I'm not gonna sit here and cap at you. Maybe I just block with the... Do I have to block it all? I can do this, I think. And I'll just block with the knight. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. King, both rooks, and the queen are all defending d7. So even if he plays what seems to be the most menacing move, bishop c6, right? That looks terrible. I just play knight d7. And everything's defended. And his queen's attacked. Oh, he takes with the bishop. I have to take with the queen. And then he takes my queen with his rook. And then I take with my rook. And then he takes on a6. So I'm actually in that position. It's not so good. It's 2 rooks for a queen. But he has this kingside majority. Wait, which is the king? No, queenside majority. A queenside majority. Unfortunate. Takes. And I'll have to play king e7, rook d8, and then try to harass his king. Whoa! Unexpected move. This, I think, solves my problems. TBH. This solves my problems, actually. Because he wants me to play rook e7, but he didn't actually attack my things anymore. All my pieces are attacked exactly the same. So I think I'm just going to unpin. I think I can just unpin. Like this. And now I think I'm threatening to play a move like knight b6. So if I was him, I'd be seriously considering a move like that. Exactly. Because now he's moving the bishop with check. And that's not good for me. So we'll go again. Like this. Everything's still sufficiently defended. Now my king is defending the rook, which is good. If bishop takes knight, I take the rook with check. So the rook is actually kind of hanging here. Not hanging, but it's pinned. Okay. He attacks a piece. This is acceptable to me. We gotta put extra pressure on this bishop. But also we don't want to lose our g-pawn. Right? Losing g-pawns is no good. Neither is losing rooks. So let's not lose a rook. How do I get at the bishop? Huh. The only move that comes to mind is this one. Oh, I have a plan here. I have a plan. My queen goes to d6, then my queen goes to d4. Yeah, see, he saw it, I think. So I need to upgrade my pieces, because my pieces are not so happy at this moment. And we're going to do that by trying to put my pieces on great squares. Like this. Still the rook's pinned, so we're happy. Yeah, I'm kind of all jumbled up here. It's not that fun. Not that fun. If I could put my knight anywhere, I'd put it on d4. Oh, so probably knight f8 was the right move there. Knight f8 and then orchestrating knight e6, and then I can put my knight on f4 or d4. Now my knight has to go to c4. That's not good. My queen should probably go to e7. That seems like a really strong place to go. Yeah, I think queen e7 is the right play here. Actually, maybe it's even... No, queen e7's right. I was going to say maybe even queen f7. But I'm just a check. Actually, that check's not that useful. He steps back. Interesting. Oh, he's defending the rook? I don't know why he's defending the rook. That seems very strange to me. Yeah, why is he defending that rook? I guess we'll let him defend the rook. I think my knight should move. But where to? I'm just gonna go queen e7. Not stress too much about it. Queen e7. Always just looking at the checks he has available to him. And wait, he can attack my queen. And the idea here is I'm just getting out of the pin so my other rook can go to c7, and then I'm threatening the pawn, and then I'm threatening the bishop for real. And there's not a lot of good ways for him to defend, especially because then I can eventually play queen to d6 and attack the bishop 3 times. He only has 2 defenders of the bishop. And I think he's realizing that, so he's going to move the bishop back. One issue with moving the bishop anywhere is that I will take the rook and then take the bishop, and that pawn will become extra weak. I don't think he's seeing that. Yeah, this is exactly what I was saying. Takes there, takes there. And now we're going to, what's the best way to do this? I think like this, sitting in front of the pawn. And he has to find a way to check, but you can see he can't get anywhere on the c file. Oh, he can take the h7 pawn. I didn't see that. Taking the h7 pawn I think is bad, just because he drops the d pawn will check, and then I play rook c7, a really calm, really chill move, not going crazy. You just grab the file, and now any checks in the back rank, I can tuck my king on b7. So I'm just creating this little shelter for my king that his queen can never check me from. I'm still attacking all the pawns that I wanted to attack. Do I go up or do I stay here? He has no checks if I take this pawn. So I think I'll take this pawn. Yeah, I'll take this pawn, and then I will see. My worry is unfounded. I thought he could play queen e6 here and threaten queen to b6, because that's the only weak spot in my camp. And then if I went to king b7, he would somehow play queen e4 and check me on the diagonal. But he's got nothing. Interesting. I want to take the pawn, but obviously he checks me on the back row. So let's just grab the diagonal first, and then now we'll move our king up to b6. I think my rook is doing a great job holding on to g7. That's like what its primary function right now. And let's just go through. If I could make any position I wanted, what would I do? I'd put my queen on f2, and I'd put my rook on c2, and my queen on f2. That would be checkmate. So let's see if I can find a way to skillfully get my queen to f2. I think like this is good. And now here's the point. I'm threatening the pawn, so he's probably going to try to defend that. And then I need to find a way to play rook c2 to threaten queen f2, right? I'd like it if that was a double threat, and somehow the queen should not be on the diagonal, because otherwise I just lose the queen. Oh, alternatively, he's running away. That makes my job much easier, right? I think that makes my job much, much easier. Check. And I would go here. Yeah, he's locking himself in a tomb. This is very good for me. So rook on h8 is checkmate. Also queen going there is going to be checkmate. So we'll go queen here. Our queen will go to g8, and then our queen will go to h8. Yep, so he's trying to stop that, which is smart. Although I think here we have a check with the g6 pawn. Oh, whoops, check. Back like this. 10 seconds left. Check. I go back. 9 seconds remaining. Check. I have to play check. No, I had rook c4. Rook c4. I'll play it anyway. I'm out of time. That's so sad. Oh, he knows. He knows. He knows what's up. That's so unfortunate. I literally couldn't castle fast enough. Or queen fast enough. Well, that's the game. Not gonna do an analysis. Thank you guys for watching, and stay Turkish.